so I figured I'd make some cool videos, share some stuff with you. People ask me all the time how I got into weightlifting. I got into powerlifting first, and then I got into bodybuilding after powerlifting. Kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Arnold was a powerlifter. Then he got into bodybuilding. Because powerlifting gives you a great foundation for body. So anyway, I started working out in about 8th grade. I started lifting weights for gym class. Then I got more serious as I got in high school for football. We had a new coach come to my school. He put an amazing strength program in. We never had one. The boosters got together and got us an awesome gym at our school, put a great gym in. I started lifting seriously. It's the first time I started squatting and bench press, and I was 15 years old. And I was hooked. Once I started lifting weights, I was like, man, all the bells went off. It's like, man, I love this, simple, not complicated, had my name written all over it. So anyway, I get lifting, I get bigger, stronger down the road, years go by, start getting bigger, stronger. But what really got me into competitive powerlifting, I decided to go to a powerlifting meet in my hometown. I'm from Ohio. Ohio is a hotbed of great powerlifters. Dave Waddington, the first man to squat 1,000 pounds from my hometown. First man on the earth to squat 1,000 pounds, Dave Waddington. You can Google that. From my hometown. Steve Wilson, world champion powerlifter from my hometown. In Ohio in general, Larry Pacifico, Don Florio, Matt Demmel, Louis Simmons in the West Side Barbell, Columbus, Ohio. Ohio is powerlifting, folks. It's not California, it's not Texas. It's Ohio, brother. Anyway, I go to this meet. I'm 16, 17 years old with a friend of mine who lifted with me. Waddington's there. He's putting on the meet, but he's not competing. I think he retired by then. But there was a guy there named Matt, I think he spelled it D-I-M-E-L. At the time, Matt was very hot in Harlem. He was up and coming, young guy in his 20s. Incredible. I didn't know who the hell he was. I just saw him there, and I was like, that guy's fucking big. Anyway, we're sitting there, and he comes out, and I'm watching him in the warm-up area, and he's got 315 on the bar. And literally, he's coming up with it. And the bar is jumping off his traps, like 6 inches each time he comes out. That's how much power he had. So he gets out in his opener. I don't remember what he did in his opener. But all I do know is on his third attempt, he did 1,010 pounds. 1,010. And I see this guy, he probably, I don't know, he was a super heavyweight, over 300 pounds. He gets in there and he just nails and he buries 1,010. A low parallel, up with it, not a difficult lift. That was his last lift, 1,010. When I saw that, I said, man, I want that. I want to be that guy. And that's when I was hooked. That's how I got into powerlifting. I went to a meet and I said, man, this looks like a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun. I don't compete as much. I haven't competed in a while in powerlifting. I'm getting ready for a meet in March. But when I got into bodybuilding, I took a long break from powerlifting, huge break. That was the only power meet I've ever been to when I was young. I didn't go to another one, but that happened to be one that was loaded with great lifters. Steve Wilson competed in that meet. Matt Demmel was there. Louis Simmons was there. I mean, it was like going to a Yankees game when DiMaggio was playing, and you had all these great players, all these great names in powerlifting were there. It was really cool, amazing actually. But if you're interested in powerlifting, go to a meet. Go online and Google powerlifting meets near me, or go to one of the federation sites and see where their meets are at, and just go as a spectator and just see what you think. If you got nothing to do on a Saturday, it's fun to go and just watch these things. It is, and it's super competitive and super fun. And it's the simplicity of it is what I love. It's so basic, squat, bench, deadlift. That's it. 3 lifts. And it's a lot of fun. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you about powerlifting, because when you see somebody, that you see do something and you're like, I want to do that. And then with bodybuilding, it was weird because I've been powerlifting. And I got very good at powerlifting. I didn't set any records or I wasn't a world champion. I wasn't a national champion in powerlifting. I never broke any records, but I put up some good numbers. But one day I was at GNC with a friend, and I was walking around picking up some stuff. And back then they used to have all the muscle mags, on a rack at GNC. Muscle Mag International, Health, what was it called? Flex, Ironman magazine, Muscle and Fitness magazine. So all these big bodybuilding magazines. And I happened to walk and see the cover of Muscle Mag, and Mike Matarazzo was on the cover. He was young then, but he just turned pro. He was on the cover of it, and I looked at that, and I looked at my friend, I said, look at that fucking, and he was like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah. I said, now I want to be that. So I started to bodybuild, and I kept going, and bodybuilding, I did a show in 98, the North Coast, NPC North Coast, Cleveland, Ohio, and I won the overall. First show, national qualifier, won the overall as a light heavyweight. That was my first show, and I loved it. I loved it. But I will say this: if I had to pick it up, do it all over again, I would have stayed with powerlifting solely because powerlifting to me was more fun than body. The competitiveness of powerlifting I like better. I don't know. It's nothing against bodybuilding. I still love bodybuilding, but I just love the simplicity of just lifting the most weight. That's pretty cool. I have to say that if I had to pick one, I'd pick powerlifting. But that's how I got into bodybuilding. Once I got bitten by that bug, that's a bone that had to be chewed. And I have been chewing it for a long time, and finally I walked away from that. In 2007, I did my last bodybuilding show. And I don't think I'll do another one. I'm just not. Powerlifting's more my speed right now. I really enjoy it. I still can keep my physique looking jacked. I still can be lean, but I got a little bit more freedom in my diet. I don't have to peak for 12 weeks for a show anymore, which I don't really miss that, I'll be honest. I loved it when I was younger, but now it's like, I don't know. I thought about doing the Masters Nationals bodybuilding show, which is a great show, but I'm like, oh man, 12 weeks of dieting, and not just dieting. I'm talking about dieting for a show. It's a lot different dieting for a show than doing your diet just to be healthy and look good, and, for the beach or the gym or whatever. It's a different level of dieting, right? So, but I don't know. I never say never. I always say you never say never. I mean, it's a possibility that I could maybe go back and try it. But right now, I'm like, I don't think so. But we'll see. Anyway, thought I'd share that story with you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. And if you have any stories to share, or if you know Matt Demmel, or you know Louis Simmons, or you've been to Westside or been to meets, put them in the comments. I'd like to start a discourse. This channel is all about that. Powerlifting, bodybuilding. I love strongman also. I've been watching strongman since the 80s. Love the strongman contests too, from the past to the present. Anything related to strength is what I'm all about, and please don't hesitate to share or comment. All right, guys, talk later.